That's going down a whole other rabbit hole, like a whole other rabbit hole. What's up, writers and ramblers? I'm Skylar the Writer, and welcome back to the Write and Ramble YouTube channel, where we talk about film, television, entertainment, but all through a writer's perspective and with a writer's insight. Today I want to do like a little bit of a quick ramble about Hazbin Hotel, and if you guys are maybe feeling the same way about maybe the speed or pacing of this new hit show over there on Amazon Prime. Now, real quick, before we get, too far, don't forget to share. If you like what you hear in this episode or the show, you check out some of the other videos. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. I'll probably do a reminder at the end of this. But also, I am new to this whole YouTube thing. And so there might be some things about this channel that might change right now. We're going to have video essays, maybe some quick rambles, about of me just sort of giving my off the top kind of thoughts on things. But just want to give you that heads up. Things may change throughout this channel as we go along, as we progress. But thank you for sticking with me so far, and I hope many more of you come and join in the fun. And yeah, let's hang around or whatever. But anyway, back to Hazbin Hotel. So the pacing of the show, right? The show, I think they got greenlit for maybe 7-8 episodes. I have to go back and look. So it's really not a lot of time, especially when you're talking about doing a 30-minute program, right? A 30-minute adult animated comedy. For a show like Hazbin Hotel, first of all, props to Vivienne Medrano for even getting this show off of YouTube based off of really dope pilot that she did 4 or 5 years ago, and getting it all the way to A24, freaking A24. That is huge, y'all. That is huge. Getting it to the A24 production company studio and getting it all the way to Amazon, big ups to her for that, for real. Ooh, and also don't forget to check out Vivienne's Vivzy Pop YouTube channel, where she has a whole bunch of other cool projects, like her bi-monthly another adult cartoon called Hell of a Boss, coincidentally also set in hell. So she's clearly in love with that. She clearly likes that mythos or religion. Religion mythos. Not trying to say one thing or the other, but in terms of the pacing, right, there's so much lore. There is so much lore available in the storytelling of Hazbin Hotel, right? We're talking about heaven, earth, God, the devil, Satan, Lucifer. I think in Christian religion, Lucifer and Satan are often conflated with each other, but they're actually two different entities. But anyway, that's going down a whole other rabbit hole, a whole other rabbit hole. But in terms of the pacing, right, we're talking about Lucifer, banished from heaven, him and his wife Lilith, the first woman, right, the first before Eve. A lot of folks might not know that story. There was somebody, depending on which denomination or whatever you rock with in Christianity, there was a woman before Eve, and her name was Lilith, and she didn't like listening to what Adam had to say. Let me not, that's a whole other video, because why women are the ones that get blamed for the fall of man is beyond me. But anyway, there's just so much story there. You have Lucifer and Lilith's daughter trying to save the people of hell, and you have all these sinners trying to be redeemed, and it's just a lot of stuff and character development to build through, and this be done and over with in basically 8 half-hour segments. And it really just sort of, from an audience perspective, as an audience member and someone who actually enjoys, Hazbin Hotel and a lot of the projects that Vivienne Medrano does, it's kind of unfortunate as an audience member, again, just to stress that, to not really get a lot of that stuff. So for instance, spoilers, if you haven't seen through, let's say, episode 6, but us finding out that Vaggie, Charlie's long-term living girlfriend, is actually not only an angel, but she's an exorcist angel. She's one of the people that Charlie has been fighting against. She has literally been sleeping in the same bed with a woman who, before she met Charlie, was out killing Charlie's people. And if you notice, if you go back and listen to certain episodes, or you'll always hear Vaggie reference when she's talking to Charlie, she'll say like your people. She never really, I don't think she's ever really said our people. So a little bit of foreshadowing there. But like, imagine how big that reveal would have been, that Charlie's closest confidant was actually somebody who was killing her people just a few years ago. Imagine how big of a juicy moment, how big of a reveal that would have been for us as the audience if we got to find that revelation, let's say at the end of season 1, or going into season 2 or 3 even. Imagine like the whoa feeling we would have felt from that, right? Or finding out that or like how big of like the emotional payoff would have been, seeing some of the characters from Hazbin sort of like reaching emotional maturity in certain situations, right? Reaching, like having those moments of growth, or we would have gone through them for that, right? What about moments of like when we finally meet Lucifer, right? And see like what's his deal? Why is he this little depressed short king with issues with his daughter, and his wife has apparently left him? Like that would have been such a huge thing to sort of experience, because throughout Hell of a Boss and Hazbin Hotel, we haven't seen the King of Hell, but we sort of see him really quick in episode 5, and then it's like episode 5, and then like that's it. And so there's really no emotional payoff to that. There's really like the story there's no build up. There's no like satisfaction of having discovered these things. Like, remember if you watch Game of Thrones, for instance, remember when Arya, spoiler alert if you haven't seen Game of Thrones yet, it's been years though. But remember the worldwide phenomenon, the worldwide excitement when Arya finally killed the Night King, when she slid that dagger through his little icy guts and killed him. There were videos all over YouTube about it. The whole world was like, oh my God, Arya killed the Night King. It was a moment, y'all. It was a moment that as audience, you might not have even watched Game of Thrones and you heard about that. And you were like, you know what I mean? So like because it was just so all over the news. And it was really like a kind of a cultural moment. And I'm not saying that every show has to like live up to that, right? But what I'm saying is there was a time and an investment, regardless of whatever anybody may say or think about anything. That was a huge moment in the Game of Thrones series, and it was all because of buildup. And I don't know, I just feel like without that buildup, Hazbin Hotel is sort of suffering a little, and not suffering, that's too strong of a word, but it's missing the opportunity to really hook us in, to really get us invested in what Charlie Morningstar is doing, to get us really invested in Vaggie's betrayal, right? Like imagine the tension we could have had if we find out, this huge secret from Charlie, right? We find out that she's one of the angels, and then like for the next 3, 4, 5 episodes, it's like moments where, is Vaggie about to get found out, or is she gonna confess the secret? Or like, what if even the radio demon, what if Alistair was the one who had he was the one that had found out her secret, and so then like, what if she had to make a deal with Alistair in order to keep her secret? Like, and just sort of build on that tension, right? Because now it's like, I don't know, is Charlie gonna forgive her? Because the way we forgive her for having such a huge secret, like, because the way that this show is kind of moving right now, like, I mean, problems and crises seem to get solved within like the first 30 minutes, like in some 90s family sitcom. So I don't know, I mean, the writers of the show and the artists of the show, Vivienne, who was amazing, she's so creative, they're doing what they can. They have a lot of story that they want to get through, and they only have a short order of episodes. And the way streaming services have been going the last few years, they will greenlight a show and cancel a show, film an entire season of a show and cancel a show, and then not air it. So, we don't know what the reasons are behind Hazbin Hotel moving so quickly and only getting a short episode order of like 7 or 8 episodes, I think. But I don't blame anybody. I don't blame anybody for feeling like we gotta tell as much of the story as fast as we can, as quickly as we can, because we might not get a season 2. Like, I totally get it, if that's even the reason. But anyway, what are your thoughts? What do you think? Do you think that Hazbin Hotel is moving a little fast? Do you wish that they would have been able to slow down? Do you wish that they were given more episodes over there on Amazon Prime? And are you excited to see what the next episode or two, because I think we're coming up close on the finale, are you excited to see what is going to happen next? Let us know down below in the comments. Do you think that Charlie's going to be able to save the day? Is she going to forgive Vaggie for her betrayal? Do you think that hell is going to be able to prevail against heaven? Or is heaven going to annihilate and oppress the souls, creatures, people, whatever, sinners, every sinner is a person. But like, what's gonna happen? So let us know what you think down below in the comments, and don't forget to share, like, subscribe, all that stuff that we mentioned down there in the beginning. And until next time, writers and ramblers, peace out. And I really gotta come up with like a nice tagline for this. I don't really know, but anyway, peace out, writers and ramblers. Until next time.